Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Dana. I'm a mama to 4. I have a 7-year-old, 5-year-old, and 2-year-old, as well as a 3-month-old right now. For today's video, I thought I would share with you just a few of my favorite ways that I love to start our homeschool morning off with. These are things that I've kind of been playing around with, honestly, probably 3 or 4 weeks now, kind of working them into our actual typical normal routine. And I've been loving them. And I love how the kids look forward to it. It's something fun, unique, and different that we do every morning. When I say different every morning, it's really just 3 things that I rotate. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into today's video. So a new thing that we have been doing pretty much every single morning before school is we will actually do a puzzle for probably a good solid 10-15 if we really get into it. Should I say if mommy really gets into it? We will do it for like 20 minutes, sometimes half an hour before school. We love doing puzzles together. It is such a fun way because of our rhythm. We go from breakfast doing a little bit of chores and cleaning and free play and things like that. Doing a puzzle is such a fun way to start school because the kids still think of it as play, whereas then mama thinks of it as a time to kind of just calm down, get into a little bit of a school mindset. It's an incredible work for the brain to do puzzles to begin with, but it gets us in such a different mood almost, and a different tone for the day, to where we go from playing to the kids do the puzzle. They still feel like they're playing to all of a sudden they're ready for school without really ever making them, okay, time to calm down, time for school. It is such a fun way, and I love it. It's a fun way as also for me as a mama to also calm down for whatever I'm doing. So it's a good way for me to intentionally put down the housework and spend some one-on-one time with my little people before school. And it's honestly just provided so much fun and connection, and just a really good method for our family to calm our little people down before we get started with school. And again, they don't even realize that what they're doing is work when it comes to working their brain. They just think of it as fun, and that is totally a win when it comes to starting the school day. So another thing that I have been loving doing, and we do most of our read alouds. If you saw my video when I was talking about our family rhythm, we actually do a majority of our read alouds in the later afternoon. However, I have started doing that in the morning and at a halfway point in our school morning, if that makes sense. So before we start the day, if they're not wanting to do a puzzle, although I will be honest and say 90% of the time they will want to work on a puzzle, they will sit down and we will do a read aloud. And typically for the morning read aloud, when it comes to grabbing their attention to where they are again focusing their mind on something just for 10-15 minutes before we can then redo our focus when it comes to actually sitting down to do school. So we are actually currently reading The Trumpet of the Swan, and it is so good. I cannot put that book down because the kiddos are just smiling and giggling throughout the entire thing, and they love it. So that has been one that, if it is really engaging and funny and interactive and things like that, it's just a great one to grab their attention, to again bring them to a more peaceful state of mind before it comes to doing school. Like if I sat down and tried to read one of our little autobiographies out loud, which they love, but I typically save those for afternoon readings, then they probably wouldn't calm down as much, if you know what I mean. But having an attention grabbing book that is also just funny and just like really fun, you know, it has greatly served our family well. So doing the read aloud or the puzzle has been honestly our top 2 things to do. Now my third thing that I do, and I don't rotate this in too often, only because the puzzles, you know, the actual book has been really fun. I typically do a game. Either I'll do Spot It, I will do Uno, anything that is just again fun that can transition them from free play to calming down and getting into like the working the brain school mode before we do school without them thinking it's school. I feel like I'll say that all the time, but yeah, I love Spot It. I love how that also works the brain and wakes it up and gets them ready to actually do school. I also love Uno because for the little years it's great for quick number recognition and matching and everything like that. So that has been great as well. And then memory, we love doing a memory game. My kiddos are fantastic at memory. They beat me every time. So they love memory game. And then they also really honestly like a new game that I actually got. I believe it's Skillmatics. I'll see if I can insert a picture up here for you because I want to say it's, oh my goodness, I just shared it not too long ago. Anyway, it is an indoor scavenger hunt, and typically I will pull about 10 or 15 of these cards out. I'll have them go around like a little schoolroom and try to find everything on the card and things like that. And again, it's just a really fun way to have them go from the mode from free playing to kind of structure when it comes to actually doing our school. And again, it is in such a fun way that they don't realize that they're actually transitioning from free play to school. So we've been loving doing that. I think overall, as I mentioned before, the puzzle thing is still 90% of what they choose to do in the morning. And again, it's something that I love to do too. I think puzzles to me are very, very relaxing, and all even by myself, because we just leave our puzzles out on our extra table that we have out in our play/school area right now. And so we'll just leave the puzzles all out there open all the time. But I have found that even for me personally, whenever I am kind of walking by, putting stuff away, so to speak, I am like putting a few pieces on. It's just so fun. I have really been getting into puzzles as well. My kiddos right now their sweet spot is really like the 300 piece puzzles. However, they're actually working on a couple now that are 500 pieces, and they love those. They just finished like an African safari type puzzle that was 500 pieces. And then right now they're doing a beautiful like flowers type scenery thing that's also 500 pieces. So they love doing those. Those are more challenging, and I think those are the ones that I love doing. It's just so fun. Anyway, we've been enjoying that, and I know this video is shorter, but I wanted to go ahead and end it there and just kind of give you an update and say that's what we are currently using and doing, and we're loving that new kind of routine in our morning. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing about what we're doing. I hope that if you are kind of in the same phase of life that I am, or the same stage of life with little people, and you're kind of struggling like I was a little bit getting them started into the school morning, getting them focused, these are just some fun ways that have really worked for us, and I hope they help you if they can. But I thank you guys again for being here, and until my next video, I hope you guys have a good one, whatever you're doing, and God bless. Bye.